Does the fact that your partner is a super parent mean that you are okay sitting on the sidelines and watching them do what they do? If you have 3 minutes, I'm starting the conversation. Supermom, what do you do when you live with her? Is it a better idea to try to get involved, maybe get in the way, or to sit on the sidelines and watch the expert work? If you are parenting with a partner that is a natural, an expert, I am. My wife is extraordinary. She just seems to kind of know how to do everything. You know, sometimes I feel, I don't want to say useless. Now, if I said my wife was a 10 out of 10 as a nurturer, I might feel like I'm a 7 out of 10. I feel useless. Or 7.5 out of 10, maybe even an 8. There are a lot of us who feel like we're lesser in certain areas, and it's easier as dads to sit back and go, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bow to the expert and let her handle it. Almost like sitting out of the game because you're not the best player. I feel useless. And I got to thinking about the math behind that. If mommy is a 10 out of 10 in nurturing, and you're a 7 out of 10, forget it. Let's say you're a 6 out of 10 in the nurturing department. Well, if you decide to sit on the sidelines, that kid is getting 10 out of 20. It is okay for you to get in the game. You don't have to sit on the sidelines because you might not be as good at certain things. Give that kid the 16. Just because they're great doesn't mean that you need to, you have to, or that you should. Sit out. My wife is like an amazing, nurturing, wonderful, loving mother. I feel useless. But nobody makes my daughter laugh the way that I do. If my wife is a 9 out of 10 at cuddling, I'm a 9 out of 10 at cuddling. So there you go. You feel like maybe if you got involved, you might mess something up. You don't want to jump into the game and fumble the football. But when you're dealing with a super parent, you have to understand they're human. Mommies get tired. Mommies get sick. Mommies die. Mine did. These are the things that happen. If you're not ready to pick up that slack, if you're not ready to do that work, if you're not ready to jump in the game, who takes care of your kid? It's supposed to be you. You can't get better at it if you don't try. Give it enough practice, I could do it. I could do that. I could do that. Whether or not you feel like you're the best, whether or not you feel like you've got the skill set, whether or not you feel like an all-star, I feel useless. That part does not matter. You've got to get involved because this is your life, this is your kid. Your kid loves you, not just your partner who is the super parent. You are super dad. Whether you are or you aren't, your kid adores you. Your kid doesn't use the same kind of scales that you do. Your kid is happy that you are there. Your kid is happy to be in your arms and look into your eyes and grab your nose and pull on your beard. That's the time, that's the job, that's the gig, guys. I'm a dad. This is what we do. Here's maybe the #1 dad tip. If your partner is used to being the primary caregiver, when you take that kid out and you give that primary caregiver, that partner of yours, a day to rest and relax, you better watch out when you get home. That baby's gonna be tired, but your partner will not be. You may end up with another kid, that's all I'm gonna say. My name is Jason, and it's been great talking to you. Go get to dadding. I'm Jason, this is Aurora, and we both think that you should subscribe to this channel. Do you think they should subscribe? Do you think they all should subscribe? So go ahead and hit that button so you can see a little more, or a lot more, or everything that we have here at Where's Mommy. Right? You know what they should do? Hey,